The Charlie Charlie Challenge, a simple pencil game that is being played by millions of people worldwide. The history of Charlie Charlie is not explained in depth, but what is known about him is nothing else but frightening. A Mexican child who has committed suicide has turned to Satan for his blessings to becoming a demon that is being summoned by millions of teens and adults. Vatican exorcists prayed and begged for these people to urgently stop this game, as it is dangerously awakening the evil spirit. However, it's been too late for some. Here are 5 scary, true, paranormal Charlie Charlie stories. This all started earlier today. I'm pretty much a full-fledged atheist, and I don't really believe in ghosts and things that go bump in the night, till now. I'm a teenager, of course, and I want to get myself into a little bit of trouble, but in a way deeper than I could have imagined. This all started earlier today. I woke up, went to school, same stuff I always do, an average day for me. That was until the afternoon. You know that thing that's been surfing on the internet, the Charlie Charlie Challenge. Yeah, well, we're teens, so we thought nothing of it. So we decided, why not give it a shot? So, during a period of school, we got together during class and started. You know the basic statements, Charlie, Charlie, are you there? Nothing. We went on for the period, and we got a response, and it was a yes. We laughed, but we still paid attention. As the period was nearing the end, we asked if we could leave. It said no. We had no idea what it was at the time. So we got back together after school and decided to try and finish this up. We wanted to go home and relax. We pulled out the paper and pencils and continued our adventure into the unknown. We asked some basic questions just so that we could leave and allow us to go home. So after an hour and a half of questions, we asked if we could leave again. Same answer, no. At this point, we were getting pretty creeped out and just wanted to leave. We got deeper, asking more horror questions like, were you murdered? And are you watching us? We got the answer, yes, both times. At this point, we were all flipping, getting really creeped out. Things started to get weird. Mid-game, things started to move and we started hearing voices. At one point, book fell off the shelf and the candles that lit the hallway all blew out. We tried to shake it off jokingly by saying some stuff, and after a while, we got the answer we were looking for. It finally said yes to the question, Charlie, Charlie, may we leave? But what we didn't know is what we forgot, the most important part. We forgot to say goodbye. The walk home with my friend was fun. We talked about the game and other stuff. As soon as I arrived home, I could feel something was off, as if something was following me. The night went on and I just stood around watching Netflix and eating. I could still feel the presence around me, but I chose to ignore it. Now that I'm trying to sleep, I can't get the noises off my head. Something here, something's watching me, and something is trying to do something. I can hear the voices. I'm seeing shadows move around my room. I don't know how much longer I can last. Please help me. My friends played the pencil game and they got in contact with a ghost named Charlie. But things soon went bad. One of my friends saw a dark figure on her roof when she was home alone. Another heard scratching on her bathroom door and dark laughing. Another felt her blanket on her bed being pulled down when she was sleeping and then also heard laughing. Another saw a dark-shaped object hanging from her roof. All of these things happened when they were alone. Soon they got scared and stopped playing the game and put up crosses in their rooms, and they never went near that stuff ever again. Me and my friends were in science class when my other friend showed us this website called Scary for Kids. It's this site with scary games to play involving ghosts and stuff. We decided to play this game called the pencil game. The pencil game involves 6 pencils, and when you call on the ghost of Charlie by saying, Charlie, Charlie, can we play? Charlie answers yes or no by moving the pencils in or out. After we played it, we all felt this weird vibe. The bell rang and we went for lunch. We all stood together. When we came back to the classroom, I went on a computer and my friend went on her iPad. The teacher started talking and told us to take notes. When my friend with the iPad opened a Word document, the words "Charlie wants to play" appeared. This freaked us all out. The note was saved at exactly 11:56. This was the exact same time as the bell rang. All of us had been there and we all saw that her iPad was in her bag at that time. We decided to play the game again and see what would happen. We asked, if something is there, give us a sign. A minute later, a poster fell in the back of the room. Just to make sure, we asked it to turn off a laptop if it was there. My laptop immediately turned off and it wouldn't turn back on. After that, we all vowed to never play the game ever again because it was way too freaky. Long story short, I tried it, but that's just what I got on film. I'm not religious. I mean, I am, but I don't really get into it. To be honest, I've been to church about twice in the past 10 years, and that was recently because a girl I liked went there. But I literally started praying not long after that happened. The scariest part was about 30 seconds after I got into prayer, it started raining randomly. Things have been happening all day, lights flickering, cold chills, anxiety worse than normal, but anyway, I realized this morning I forgot to say goodbye to Charlie. I decided to destroy the paper and the pencils in the same way that you're apparently supposed to dispose of a Ouija board. Not even kidding. Holy water, a Bible, a cross, sprayed it with holy water, tore it into 7 pieces, dug a hole, put the pieces in, burnt it, holy water again on the ashes, and covered it with dirt, far away from my house. That was about 20 minutes ago. I walked back into my house, sat outside smoking a cigarette, and I almost puked the entire time. Want to know the worst part? I filmed the entire process with my phone. I just walked inside, tried to watch the video, and it didn't seem to work. But then again, I'm not sure if that was the worst part, or if the worst part is the fact that nobody is going to believe any of this. For starters, I live in a 2-room apartment with my mother and my 1-year-old daughter Alicia, located in Vienna, Austria. It's hard for a single mother to raise a child who's wild and energetic. I guess she's got that kind of behavior from her biological father. Anyways, I needed some time for myself, so I asked my former mother-in-law to take care of Alicia for a few hours. Happily, she took that offer and picked her up with her car. My mother went out, so I was completely alone. Boredom got the best of me, so I just thought, hey, let's see what's new on Facebook. I scrolled through the newsfeed, and after some time, I saw the first post of a group I joined in a few years ago. Just telling you, I'm not into these group chats and posts. I only check Facebook when my favorite celeb posted so I could like it. This girl's post was about a challenge called the Charlie Charlie. To be honest, I love these supernatural things like Ouija board or glass moving. Reading her post on how to summon a spirit called Charlie, which you can ask questions if you have permission to, gave me the idea to do the same. Call me dumb, but I was home alone and bored. I will tell you quickly on how to play it. What you need is a chart and 2 pencils. Step 1. Draw a normal cross on a chart so you have 4 boxes. Step 2. Write yes in the first box, then no in the second next to the first one. Below the second box, write yes, and in the last box, no. Now you see the same words are across each other. Step 3. Lay down 1 pencil on the vertical line you drew of the cross. Lay down a second pencil onto the first but horizontally. Step 4. Before you can ask Charlie, you have to say this 3 times. Charlie, Charlie, let me ask you. If the horizontal laying pencil is moving to yes, you are now allowed to ask it questions. If it's no, you have to immediately say, Charlie, Charlie, now it's over, 3 times to stop the game, because it could end bad and this entity can haunt you forever. Step 5. Ask questions, but it's not going to answer every time. If it's not answering after 5 questions, end the game like I told you in step 4. Step 6. After you are finished asking, end the game like I told you in step 4, then take off the paper from the chart and burn it so Charlie won't come back until next time you summon it. I'm begging you, please don't play this game like how I described it. I really changed some steps and I don't know what to do if you use my instruction. I played the game like the way this girl on Facebook posted the tutorial. At first, everything went normal. I waited for the permission to ask questions, but the pencil didn't move. There wasn't any advices on what to do if the pencil doesn't move. So I chanted, Charlie, Charlie, let me ask you 3 times again. Guess what? Nothing. At this time, I got frustrated and turned on the TV. The chart with the pencils laid still on the table. Quite some minutes after, the hell began. The first thing I heard was whispering. I set it off as imagination. Free and ridiculous imagination. The next thing was the chilling feeling I got after the whispering ended. Turning on the heater, it didn't get any better. I felt it in my guts that someone was watching me, but I was too afraid to turn around. I hoped that if I ignored it, it would go away by itself. Boy, I was way wrong. It got colder and colder, but the thermometer said 20 degrees Celsius, 68 Fahrenheit, and it never changed. What in the world was going on here? As I was looking for my phone to call my mom, I heard a loud thud. I instantly ran to the storage room and locked myself in, scared and freaked out. None of my neighbors are at home on the weekends, so I knew this noise didn't come from them. No signal on my phone. I tried to find a spot where I can get better reception. Then I heard the whispering again, but this time I almost understood what it said. I still hear it. If anybody is reading this right now, please give me some advices. It is now 11:07 p.m. here, and my mother should have been back long ago. And my former mother-in-law didn't bring Alicia back. If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to us.